Hey everybody, this is Harmonic. My name is Emery, and I am reacting to the breakdown of WandaVision episode 3. This is by New Rockstars. I've already done reactions to breakdowns of episode 1 and episode 2. Carl and Frankie couldn't be here, so right now you're stuck with me. But enough jibber jabber, let's get into this reaction right freaking now.
Welcome back to New Rockstars. I'm Eric VOSS, and this is a breakdown of WandaVision Episode 3. An episode that, spoiler warning, confirms Wanda envisions babies as Billy Kaplan and Tommy Shepard.
Oh, yeah, because Rick and Speed are the superhero names. Yeah, I should have put 2 and 2 together. Again. Hydra soap.
I am wearing our new latest Obsession shirt and Unusual Couple, available at our merch store, newrockstarsmerch.com.
Yeah, go support them, guys and gals. We'll help them out.
And Epic Hero Shop is giving away 10 PS5s. Just subscribe to their channel.
Yeah,
and every 10
that's awesome.
subscribers, they'll announce
That's
a new winner.
awesome.
Just go to Epic
To
Hero
get one of those PS5s, that would be crazy.
These are selling out real fast. Get one of these and you can write in a custom shout out for our episodes of Inside.
Jimmy Woo for president. That's awesome. I would love that.
These opening titles mix in influences from 70s sitcoms. The Brady Bunch with the 3x3 grid.
Yep.
With the bike riding.
See, yeah, okay. I thought it was Three's Company, Three's Company-ish.
And the Wasp, but the theme from the first season.
Okay, the Partridge Family. Never heard of that. Never seen that show once. Not even once, I mean.
And once again, hexagons.
Yeah, a lot of hexagons. So she's basically Queen Bee.
It's the constant. Now, sure, not
what is
every
happening to my
hexagon
speech?
you see in the MCU is related. Hexagons are common shapes that show up everywhere. The wormhole grid of the MCU, the barrier of Wakanda, the AIM logo.
I've seen a lot of them. Even the AIM logo, okay.
In the same series, general viewers are trying to get to know what SWORD is. One dormant initiative per show.
No, I know that.
Within WandaVision, episode to episode, there could be a connection amongst the hexagons we see in this series, whether it's the number 6, or that honeycomb hive Westview theory, or simply Wanda's chaos magic often being.
Oh, okay, I missed that number 6 part. I need to check it out later on.
Oz the Great and Powerful, oddly a 2013 title in a 70s setting. Now there could be a parallel between WandaVision and Oz. This series also has multiple witches, a Tin Man, and seems to be all about smoke and mirror illusions.
Yep, that's true. That makes sense.
Sam Raimi, who's currently directing Elizabeth Olsen in Doctor Strange: The Multiverse of Madness, which this series might be setting up Wanda to be.
I can't wait. I love that Sam Raimi is directing that.
Figures. Some are saying this could be connected to the 3 witches of Macbeth. I'm not sure though. One that holds something above
that's
these
cool.
2 smaller ones. Maybe a clue that Wanda's children are being kind of marionetted by another entity actually pulling the strings.
The music.
Finger guns gesture that he did last episode. Interestingly, Herb does do a lot of hubby with Agnes this episode, and she did that same pew 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 gesture to the mailman last episode.
Yeah, she did.
Stick 'em up.
She did. She did.
Don't shoot.
And I also said something about that during the reaction.
Vision's swing set has a green and yellow color scheme, matching his wardrobe and the colors of his classic.
Might be Mephisto.
Which he will show up wearing later this series. And
yes, exactly. Just like we saw in the trailer.
You can briefly see Paul Bettany's flesh arm under his sleeve. Vision reads this red.
Oh, that's cool. I love that you guys realized that.
Experience by Libby and Arthur Coleman. It looks super worn down, which is a bit odd because it was first published in 1973, the decade this sitcom is set in. The library book should not be that beaten up. Some say that shadowy figure on the front looks like Mephisto. Others say it kind of looks like Mysterio. Can you think about an conspiracy martyr with a bunch of other flyers for missing children? We'll see how that connects, or if it does. Their new home set is modeled on the living room wall stairs of the Brady home. Wanda's hair is even fashioned like Marsha Brady, long, straight, and parted down the middle.
Nice.
In the 70s, Bundy is still on the loose. Vision
that's fucked up. That's messed up.
How did this happen?
That sharp leg squeeze, we do start to see this episode a diverging of Wanda's and Vision's motives and their levels of cognition.
Yes, exactly.
Concerned with hiding their superhero natures and nesting.
Especially when she cut the footage. Apologies for the dog, the neighbor's dog.
To figure out what the hell is going on. But by the end of the episode, Wanda doesn't seem to care that much much about. Dr. Nielsen's kind of an idiot.
We let the little ladies keep tabs on the growing.
There's a truck or something there.
Makes it simple for them.
So that's why.
Now, it is fruit. At 7 months, it's the size of a pineapple. The fruit we later see Wanda carving up, maybe the same pineapple Agnes gave them in episode 1. It's like she knew these fruit bebes were the plan the whole time. Now the doctor's headed out on beach. Bermuda, baby. Yes. Bermuda. Interesting destination associated with the Bermuda Triangle.
Yes, yes,
Triangle,
yes.
where various vessels
That makes sense. Yeah, I didn't think about that.
Not
Oh,
unlike
okay.
the toy helicopter that suddenly appeared in Westview after perhaps vanishing from the outside world as a life-size aircraft. Westview here could be the Bermuda Hexagon, the Devil's Hexagon, with a dark agenda to use the doctor's words, make a Bermuda baby. Bermuda baby.
Oh.
This tells us Herb isn't playing a part actively to deceive.
No,
but
no.
under a kind of spell that is causing him to malfunction like this. It's a lot like the simulated reality. And
Yeah, he is malfunctioning. Yeah, that's what I thought too. Oh, that's crazy.
Outside, Wanda's pregnancy jumps to 5 months, judging by the papaya he holds beside her womb. Like
Oh,
a
okay.
toaster and a
That's
sugar
cool.
watch. Time's getting faster and faster. It isn't advancing logarithmically. It's a curved exponential acceleration. In the nursery,
Yes.
Wanda eats oranges, probably the orange that dropped off the table in the previous scene. Orange slices are kind of a thing in the MCU. Scott Lang
So that's
mentioned it was a recharge food after growing in Civil War.
Does anyone have any orange slices?
Yeah, he did something. He did say something about orange slices. Yeah.
Closely, but they're painting with Simser
Yeah, that.
paint, Universe of Color, which is a nod to Jerry Simser, a Marvel Studio storyboard artist for WandaVision, Doctor Strange, and Multiverse of
Okay,
Madness.
that's cool.
Now,
That's cool. I
Wanda's
like
Wi-Fi
that.
Mobile comes to life.
It's kind of flattering.
Paying some respect to the guy.
Oh, did I do that? I didn't.
So those were the orange slices
Wanda, the
that she was
80s
busy
sitcom
with.
Arkleverse is until next week. Also, Wanda is verbalizing
okay.
here how she accidentally changes the world and brings beings to life with just words blabbed out. Something that could happen with, oh, say mutants, but instead of no more mutants, let there be mutants. Oops, did I do
Oh,
that?
the
Now
mutants,
there's some
baby.
name on
Yeah. Oops, did I do that? Yeah, so a nod to Urkel. I like
I
that.
was thinking Tommy, just a nice classic all-American name.
Ah, confirmed. As we speculated for the past year,
I thought too
Wanda's
that it would be a
children
nod to
are
the kids. That's
indeed
just
Billy
your,
Catlin and Tommy
you know,
Shelby.
actual
The Marvel
names
movies
because
and
I've
Young
heard those
Avengers,
before.
Wicked and Speed,
You know.
respectively. Their story in the Marvel comics is a little different. So when Wanda first has her kids in the comics, they aren't really given full identities yet. They are just kind of revealed to be illusory pieces of Mephisto's soul, and then are later reassembled into Mephisto.
Oh, okay.
But then later, Wanda tries to rematerialize these kids in House of M. And around this era in comics, Wicked
Damn,
and Speed
dog.
are introduced as the Young Avengers, and then they're kind of connected back as Wanda's mutant children via that Mephisto link. I know, huh? Simplifying this. WandaVision is a kind of prelude to Wanda's reality flipping in House of M, setting up future Young Avengers in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Kids who will team up with Kate Bishop from the upcoming
Yes.
Hawkeye series.
Will be their
and
leader,
Ant-Man
probably.
Quantumania
Yes.
movie, and others.
Quantumania. Okay.
All the world's is
And Ant-Man sorry. Damn it. Ant-Man's daughter. What am I saying?
7 Ages of Man monologue from As You Like It. It's an extended metaphor comparing the life of a person to a theatrical performance, paralleling the central conceit of WandaVision, in which these Avengers
Boss
lives
really
are
went
a
deep
kind of
into this,
performative
man.
Scripted routine that's in front of an audience. And thank you to Helix for sponsoring this video. Sleeping on an old
That's
79
crazy.
you got from your uncle is like wearing your uncle's clothes.
So the
It's not
orange
yourself,
slices.
and he has terrible taste in insurance.
All the
Sleeping on your uncle's
hexagons
hand-me-down mattress
everywhere.
and get yourself a personalized
But I'm still,
Helix
still a
mattress.
part of
Helix
me is like,
mattresses are made right here in
yeah,
America and shipped straight to
totally
your door.
feels like a
Free,
nod to
no
Mephisto,
contact
but it just might be
delivery,
Nightmare,
returns, and a
or it might be
190
Mr. Sinister,
mattress
because I just
Helix made
wanted,
quiz that
I
teaches
just
you to
wanted
sleep
like
comfortably, and
really
matches your body
badly
type
to
and
just
sleep
be
preferences
Mr.
for perfect
Sinister
mattress
and
for
just
you.
see him because he has such a connection with the X-Men and the mutants and all that kind of stuff. You know, especially wanting them so badly and wanting to have his own like nation of mutants. So yeah, I would love to see Mr. Sinister. But if it's Mephisto, fine.
I've been sleeping.
I would love to see that as well.
I love Helix, but you don't need to take my word for it. Helix
Especially
was
how I
awarded the
don't know a
#1
lot
best
about
overall
him.
mattress pick of 2020 by GQ, Wired Magazine, and Apartment Therapy. Just go to helixsleep.com/rockstars, take your 2-minute sleep quiz, and they will match you to a customized mattress that will give you the best sleep of your life. They have a 10-year warranty, and you get to try it out for 100 nights risk-free. They'll even pick it up for you if you don't love it. But
Sorry for the
Helix
shakage
is
of the
offering
camera.
up to $200 off all mattress orders and 2 free pillows for our listeners at helixsleep.com/rockstars. That's helixsleep.com/rockstars for up to $200
Apologies
off
again.
into the kitchen soap is labeled
Double.
coy. Maybe not.
Or that and that.
A bit coy, reluctant to tell the truth. Meanwhile, over at the Joneses, Phil reads the newspaper with the headline, 2 fire hydrants added on Main Street. Jessica actually yesterday pointed out how the fold makes it look like the word Hydra. But the lamp is what I'm looking at. It's got these 2 cherubs on it. Remember, Dottie is for the children. Children that are now in Westview as Wanda's twin babies, Billy and Tommy. Then this moment.
I think something's wrong here, Wanda.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, the cut.
Yes, I
The
know
cut,
what you
just
mean.
like I said before, the cut was so creepy. Chills, chills.
Yes, this is an intentional editing choice. The music changes from dead serious scoring to cutesy sitcom.
Yeah,
crap.
yeah,
Kinda like
yeah.
when Wanda said no.
Which I
Meanwhile,
felt
West
too. That's why it was
uses the same kind of
creepy.
language of video editing. It looks as though Wanda again is the one doing it. Notice her right before the jump. Her eyes turn from side to side as if to say, "No, get me out of this conversation. I can't handle the truth." I also like how
she's
in the revised cut,
cutting
after
it.
Vision says we are in uncharted waters, much like the uncharted waters within the Bermuda Triangle or Devil's Hexagon. Let's make this a thing. Maybe we're seeing on the inside of this reality.
Yeah, let's
is the
make
kind of
this a
sitcom
thing of
feed that
us.
Wanda is projecting out on local airwaves. That's how SWORD is monitoring her, and why Wanda can cover up the cracks in the form of this sort of awkward editing. Now, in the commercial, the boy in the background is played by Wesley Kimmel, nephew to Jimmy Kimmel, who in a preseason
Oh,
interview
okay,
with Paul
cool.
Bettany gave us a clue by objecting to not being invited to the Friends and Family studio taping.
I think it was a friends and family kind of
What?
audience.
Friends and
They're
family
trying
are the
so
best.
hard to get them to
Of course,
spill.
the product
Trying
is
so
Hydra
hard.
Soak with Hydra logo on the design pattern. This is actually a fascinating nod to another Marvel TV series,
So, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., yeah,
in which
that's
Coulson,
exactly
in
what
an
the-
episode
what the
when
guys
he
from
was in a
Blind Wave
simulation
said.
Called The Framework, rants about Hydra soap that controlled people's minds.
Would have figured it out a long time ago if
Yep.
it wasn't for the mind control soap.
Such a Coulson thing.
Wait, what?
Sorry,
Those
I
soap
mean,
everyone
Coulson
uses,
talked about it in
Hydra loads
Agents
up
of
with
S.H.I.E.L.D.,
chemicals.
apparently.
It seeps into our bloodstream, implants false memories into our brains. They want us to believe this is a magical place. But don't worry, I'm clear. I make my own soap now.
Now, obviously, that's a conspiracy theory by Coulson, and I'm not sure if Westview is the exact same thing as that Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. framework, but I do still love this parallel because obviously,
Eric,
Wanda is
you're
the same
right.
kind of fictitious reality, and these commercials are giving us lots of callbacks to her past as a Hydra lab rat. Find the goddess within
Yep.
is an interesting tagline, maybe reflecting Wanda's role as the goddess of this pocket reality, an emerging Omega level threat in the MCU, and like the Hydra Strucker Watch, always make time, and that Stark Toaster, forget the past, focus on the future.
So this is Wanda making time,
For this
trying to
goddess.
forget the
Also, in
past
Marvel lore,
and
Wanda's
think about the
sorcery kinda
future.
comes from a curse from the demon god Chthon. Could be tied to that. Jessica brought up the interesting theory that
Okay.
this could be the Greek goddess of witches, Hecate, whom Wanda meets in the James Robinson Scarlet Witch 2016 solo series. Now, Wanda
Hecate
comically
and
tries to
Siobhan,
hide her
okay.
pregnancy from Geraldine. It's kind of a meta nod to the way sitcoms will awkwardly hide pregnant cast members' baby bumps with props and blocking. Now, Wanda tries to banish the stork with this red smoke.
Oh,
much like the
okay.
red smoke used by the Wicked Witch of the West. But the smoke doesn't work,
Oh,
suggesting
yeah,
that
in The
Wanda's
Wizard of
not
Oz. That happened a
totally
lot.
reality. Wanda goes into labor and the house goes full poltergeist.
Yes,
Fireplace
yes,
ignites.
exactly.
And
Full
notice how Wanda's mind
poltergeist,
scream has
full
this deep
exorcist.
demonic echo to it. Billy and Tommy are born. Actually, think about it, Tommy does come out first because he's speed, baby, and Dr. Nielsen decides
Okay,
to cancel
yeah.
his trip.
I don't think we'll get away after all. Small towns, you know. So hard to escape.
Yep.
Followed by Vision catching Agnes and Herb.
Did you lose power too?
Oh, sure did.
But Ralph looks better in the dark, so I'm not complaining.
You know, it is pretty much the same joke.
Where is
So,
Ralph?
Not very original, Agnes. Is your shadow-bound husband really the Grim Reaper or Mephisto? Herb and Agnes cast
Might be the
doubt
Reaper.
on Geraldine, calling her an outsider.
But are they? But is he talking about Baron Reaper though? Grim Reaper, because he's also a Grim Reaper.
She came here because we're all.
She came here because we're all what? What are you trying to tell me?
Because we're all.
Stop it!
Ah, sounds like Herb was about to say trapped, or we're all under a spell, maybe even dead. I find Agnes's reaction interesting because she
Just
clearly
like in
views
the
Geraldine
trailer.
slash Monica as a threat and wants her
When
gone,
Agnes
but
told,
she also desperately does not want Herb to reveal to Vision
that-
what's really going on just yet.
that we're
Back to her
dead.
words, stop it.
Yeah, that we're
Or
dead.
Exactly what Mrs. Hart said when she broke down.
Yeah,
Herbert's
yeah, exactly. She said the same thing. Yeah, exactly. That makes
Agnes wants to
sense.
keep the Westview illusion alive, and she seems to exert some control over Herb and the others in the town to maintain that charade, but they need Wanda to also want to stay plugged in, using her desire for the children to keep her happy. Meanwhile, Sword and Monica are a threat to that illusion. They want to end it. They want to break Wanda free to leave this town.
Yes, and I think Sword sent her.
Monica. And based on Wanda turning on Monica at the end of this episode, looks like Wanda's still drinking Agnes's Kool-Aid for now.
For now, yeah.
Tells Monica,
I'm a twin. I had a brother. His name was Pietro.
Pietro Maximoff, Quicksilver. He
Yes.
died in Sokovian Age of Ultron. Wanda's tapping back into this past when she sings the Sokovian lullaby. And I love how Wanda's accent reverts when she says Pietro.
Yes,
and Monica,
yes.
thinking she has an in here, tries to
Going
connect
back
with
to her original native
and
way of
this breaks
speaking.
Wanda out of the trance just briefly, returning her to that reality of being an Avenger and that whole MCU history. But it's too early. Wanda
Dude,
does
when
not
she
want
fell
that
down
right
on her
now.
knees
Sees that sword necklace and connects it to the logo that she
and
saw in the
killed
helicopter
all
toy.
of the
Beekeeper
killed a
steps
few
in
killed a
threateningly,
few
and then
of the
suddenly Monica is
Ultron
gone.
robots. That was insane.
So she left, honey.
Right when her brother died, she felt it.
She had to rush home.
Wanda looks eerily calm, kind of like Mia Farrow at the end of Rosemary's Baby, or that creepy boy at the end of the Twilight Zone episode after he banished the bad man. The aspect ratio widens out, and we see the exterior sword perimeter camp as Monica crash lands outside to the monkey's Daydream Believer, which we talked about in the earlier trailer breakdown. In these shots, you can see the town welcome site
Yes.
with logos for various community groups, including the Eagle Club and the Community Watch Group. I think that's one Vision joined. It's got this eye logo. Whether Sword or someone else, someone is always watching Westview. And if you look closely, there is a house visible from the outside, telling us that Westview was an actual town established in the real world before Wanda's pocket reality warped it into this sitcom illusion. Also note, and this is important, Monica's 70s clothes do not change on the outside, suggesting that whatever changes Wanda makes on the inside of the pocket reality remain lasting changes to all of reality on the outside. Something to keep in mind in case Wanda
Damn.
happens to say,
Yeah, yeah,
"Enemy
that's how the
mutants,"
X-Men can
and
come in, yeah.
One last detail I want to leave you with. In the closing credits of these
Westview was a
episodes, you can
real
briefly
town.
hear among all the scoring, the
That's
sounds
crazy.
of a woman wailing in sadness. So however Wanda may seem right now, deep down, stress. Support us by checking out
Oh
our unusual
my
couple shirt
God.
at ROCKSTARS
They're
merch.com,
so
along with
slick.
other fun
They're
designs like
so
a I Am Air Boss
slick.
shirt. Follow me
Throwing
at
all
VOSS,
these
follow the
things
ROCKSTARS,
in
subscribe
and
to
being
the
like,
ROCKSTARS on
ah,
YouTube, hit that
they're
notification
gonna
bell, thank you for
realize it.
watching. Boom. Did I-
People that do breakdowns and get Easter eggs and all that kind of stuff, they're gonna find it, and it's gonna be tasty. Oh man, ah. The whole Westview thing, the whole somebody's watching, the West Club, the club that Vision is in, and as I said, somebody's watching, so Mephisto watching, Agnes saying that he's better visible or whatever she said in the dark, you know, her telling Herb not to say what he was about to say, saying stop it, just like Mrs. Hart said, Mr. Hart being removed out of this. So I wonder if he got thrown out just like Geraldine. So as I said before, did Sword, did Randall Park send Geraldine into Wanda's world to stop this whole charade, because maybe Mephisto is making all of this happen so that maybe this is his way of coming into reality, you know, into our reality, and he needs to let this keep playing and playing and playing so that the kids can come out, you know, because the kids are an extension of him, and then they come out into reality, and then this is how they come to nearly destroying the Young Avengers. He takes over everything. Maybe we're gonna see that court of VOSS loves talking about. What is the name of that court again? Court of all galaxies, basically, of all of reality. I think, I'm not sure, I think Eternity is one of the judges. Do you remember that part in Guardians of the Galaxy where Star-Lord said, "I see eternity"? He said something like that, and his eyes were like glowing and shit, and he saw eternity, and it was insane. And when VOSS said it, was like, oh my god, so that's what it means. That's insane. So maybe eternity is also going to be in this. I don't know. That would be awesome to see. Man, all of this is just insane. Herb glitching and it being a reference to Rick and Morty. And I think, I'm not sure, does one of the like directors of Rick and Morty, I don't know, did they say, I kind of feel like they said that before, that one of them is working on this. I think they might have said something like that before. Does Randall Park's character have a bigger role in this? And I've basically already said the rest. This makes me really want to jump to the breakdown of episode 4. We're really behind, in case you haven't noticed. We still need to do episode 5 and episode 6. Why am I looking up? And episode 7 already released last Friday. So yeah, we really need to react to this. And we will. It's just life getting in the way again, you know, but we will react to everything at a certain point. Hey guys and gals, the reason why I had to cut the footage is because the sun in the background was just about to come down and the lighting was all in my face and it made it look really weird and distracting and you can barely see anything. So I had to record elsewhere instead, so that's why you're seeing this. As usual, smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. If you are new to this channel, consider watching more videos. Consider hitting that subscribe button as well. And I or we will see you in the next reaction video, reaction highlights, or full-length reaction watch along.